Hey, hello! I'm an artist from Brazil and I live in Portugal. You may be wondering, why am I dressed like this? Well, I just want, okay? As I can go outside, at least I can dress up for you guys. So today we have a fan art video. Yes, the first fan art for this channel. And it's for my beloved series Dark, the Netflix series. If you don't know what it is a German sci-fi series about time travel. And I love time travel. Maybe that's why I dress like vintage style. I don't know, I just wanted, yeah, doesn't matter. So this time around we are doing traditional media again. There's going to be inking and acrylic markers. And if you like these art content videos, please consider subscribing for this channel. It will help me a lot and warm my little heart. My heart is not actually small. I just like to say things in the diminutive form. Let's go! So this was actually the second drawing for this fan art. The first one I messed it up a little bit with proportions and I just eyeballed all the circles, so they're not perfect as I would like, and I think probably I didn't spend the desired amount of time that I should have on the sketch part. When I started inking and using the markers, I started to notice all these problems and decided to start over again. It's very frustrating, but sometimes you just have to give up and start again, because if you continue, you know that the result is not going to be what you planned and you're not going to be satisfied. So yeah, probably just better to start over again, learn from your mistakes and try to do a better job. As I don't have a light box, I just use it in my window. I'm sorry, this is dirty because it's dirty from outside and I live in a building, so I can't clean it from outside, yeah. But I use the transparent property of glass to pass the profile of the characters because I was quite pleased with them. I just wanted to move them a little bit around to make a better composition and then afterwards correct what was wrong. So this is it after tracing over the old drawing. After that I just cut the paper to have a square canvas. I just used my pen lid cover. Sorry, I don't know guys. Just found something that was perfectly round to make the round shape that I wanted for the drawing and not eyeball again because it didn't work out right. After that I correct the shape of the heads because I have noticed in the previous drawing that the heads were too flat, didn't go all the way around to the back and making a natural roundness shape. Yeah, the shape of the head was really strange, so I corrected both figures and correct, of course, the hoods again. As you can notice, I used Jonas and Marta, both of them using their raincoat because, spoiler alert, in the third season, both used them. And I wanted this feeling of yin-yang of the both characters and at the same time introduce the ball time machine to wrap up all this composition. I added some details for the face of both characters and some details for the ball time machine as well. This Pokeball time machine, as the internet was saying back then. Then added some details for the hair and some shading and more details for the marks of the Pokeball time machine as well. Here I'm spending more time trying to make the characters more alike the real actors. Sometimes it's hard to make some characters look alike the original actors, but I wanted this piece to be as close as possible, at the same time not being a super realistic drawing. Then of course I'm adding more details for the time machine. the fun started. Inking! Woo! Now is the time that the composition starts to live, and it's a magical moment. At the same time, it's the point of no return. Actually, no, you can like make mistakes and try to embrace them, but yeah, now is the time that is definitive. So first I defined the profile of the two characters to start painting. As I'm using acrylic paints, you can pass them over the inking and kind of erasing it, so I just wanted to define, but then afterwards I will ink it again. And then I painted with the acrylic marker the space between them with the gold, because this is referring to the time machine. At this time I decided to tape the borders of the drawing because adding the acrylic markers was starting to twist the paper, you know, when you add water or something water-based in a paper. So as we do for watercolors, I decided to tape the borders to try to preserve the shape of the paper. And after that, I painted the circle in Jonas' head. That is also a time machine detail. And to finish this filling part of the process, I painted the hoodies yellow, because it's the color of them in the show, and it's such a beautiful yellow tone for a raincoat. I'm also considering having one, especially because here in Porto it rains a lot. And for the characters, I decided to have only the white paper and the black ink. I did also add some more layering for the acrylic paints, acrylic markers, especially for the yellow one. I don't know if I bought an old marker. It was not working super smoothly, and I was feeling it a little dry actually, so maybe it was a little dry. But I could succeed to paint them. I just had to make more layers, which I think is normal for these acrylic markers, but the gold was definitely better than the yellow for me. Sorry that my head is messing with the focus and the recording. Yeah, sometimes we just sometimes go with the flow and don't pay attention that we are recording, and yeah, a little bit of my head for you guys. Then I finally started to define more the inking for all the composition. So starting with the ball, the details on it, and then for the characters, adding more details and more shadowing and trying to define to make it look like the actors, and yeah, just wrapping it all up. Going back for the markers, adding a little bit more details, giving some final touches, and signed it, took off the tapes, and erased any marks that were left behind, the pencil marks. And it is done! Woohoo! I was very pleased with this drawing. I like the simplicity of the 3 colors and the composition. I think it worked pretty well, and I could deliver what I was planning to do with this drawing. And this is not always achievable, but this time I think it worked pretty well. What do you think? So this was the art for this video. I hope you all liked seeing all the process and how I made this fan art. If you like Dark, please comment down below, say what you like about the series, or suggest me more time travel series or movies. I love them, or even books, of course. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where you can follow my creations more closely, or at least faster than here, when I have to finish everything and edit and post, and there I can just share while I'm doing it. And please consider subscribing to this channel to help me create more art content for you guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye!